as I sit in this chair now, of making sure that we need to attract diverse candidates and ensure that we are developing and giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women.
A few moments later. Flashback.
We need to attract diverse candidates and particularly women.
1 week later.
U.S. Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle must resign. She was warned about this. She ignored the warnings. And then he doubles down. I want to repeat and can absolutely confirm the U.S. Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle has repeatedly turned down requests for a larger security footprint around President Trump, despite knowing the threat level is catastrophic. Resign tonight. This dovetails somewhat with the reporting from the Federalist Sean Davis, who said requests had been made by the Trump campaign to increase security, and that DHS, which oversees Secret Service, had refused. Dan Bongino saying it was the Secret Service Director herself, Kim Cheadle, who said no. Where was she tonight? And what was her role in saying no to additional security for the most threatened man in America? To remind our audience, tonight in Butler, Pennsylvania, the former president of the United States was the target of an attempted assassination. The bullet grazed his ear, inches, if not centimeters away from his brain.
What was your reaction when you saw the events unfold on Saturday?
Shock.
Who is most responsible for this happening?
What I would say is that the Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president.
So the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
But there are some members of Congress calling on you to resign. Do you plan to stay on? Absolutely.
I do plan to stay on.
So this woke Secret Service director is refusing to step down from her position after that embarrassing debacle the other day where her security team, her security apparatus, nearly got a presidential candidate and a former president and potentially next president assassinated. Nearly got him assassinated. And it was to the point where it was so embarrassing that Trump, he couldn't even rely on the elite Secret Service to protect him, to save his life. He had to save his own life. Okay, when those bullets started ringing out, did you see Secret Service out there? No, this shooter was able to get off 7 to 8 shots. 7 to 8 shots. Where's the sniper at? Right? You guys have radio. Why aren't you guys radioing to each other? You know, those bullets, they start flying by. He's like, you know, and he has to duck. And he shouldn't even have been in that position in the first place, right? Why? Because this security director, who was hired not because she's qualified, but because what she's got between her legs, her genitalia, right? Because of her gender, she was put in this position, right? Above, and she stole that job, FYI, from other very way more qualified candidates that were likely male, right? Because men were just better at strategy. We're just better at, intel. We're just better at organizing things when it comes to this type of detail, right? When it comes to protecting someone's life, we are just better at it. We're better at negotiating, hostage negotiating. I mean, you name it. Women are just not good at this stuff. Are there some anomalies out there that are better? Yeah, of course. I'm so sick of that argument. We're not talking about the anomalies. We're talking about the majorities, not the exception to the rule, but the rule. So this woman had intel that this guy, right, this 20-year-old kid, right? The guy's just a kid, man. This 20-year-old kid was going to potentially try to off the president. So it begs the question, why wasn't something done? And what's more egregious is there's more unseen footage that's starting to come out. I just leaked a couple of them in the last video before this one, where people have a different angle of the shooter climbing the roof. Looks really bad on the security team, because you have these innocent civilians, just attendees at the rally, just wanting to hear Trump speak, you know, with their kids especially, and they're going, I mean, seems like forever. They're going, "Hi, some dude's climbing the roof, you know? Can you call somebody?" It's not just one guy, it's not 2 people or 3 people. No, it's a whole crowd of people having to do your job, Miss Secret Service, having to do Kimberly Cheadle's job. They're like, "Hey, dude climbing the roof. Where is she? She's nowhere to be found." Right? So you have to ask yourself, man, like, what are you doing, right? What on earth? Why are you even there? You know, it's just completely irresponsible. Absolutely irresponsible. Unacceptable that she continues in her position, right? And she has been asked a number of times to step down, okay, to resign, because of her complete failure that day. And she's not, okay? She has decided that she is going to stay on and continue this clown show that she calls Secret Service protection. Meanwhile, putting people's lives at risk. And not just anybody's lives, but our world, I mean, the President of the United States. Okay? She is putting his life at risk, and, you know, all of the people that attended that rally. Everybody's at risk. And people lost their lives. Let's not forget this, guys. People lost their lives. People were critically injured because of her negligence. And the person who hired her, right? Which is really the Biden administration, right? Jill Biden apparently had a lot to do with this. Hey, women supporting women. So, again, as it always goes with woke DEI policies, they have blood on their hands, okay? A firefighter was killed. A guy who saves people, who could have saved potentially more lives if he was able to continue his career. He was killed because bullets rang out, and he shielded, I believe, his wife and his child, shielded them. Got hit in the head with a bullet. You should see some of these graphic images. Kimberly, I'm sure, I don't know if she has, but you can see some online, man. It's hard to look at, right? You see these bleachers where he got shot in the head, full of blood, man. Full of blood. I mean, this is just an innocent guy. Okay, it's just an innocent guy who went to the rally and, you know, just wanted to enjoy Trump's speech. And here, he's not even safe because of the security detail that himself, Trump are all just assuming have got it covered, right? You just want to go and do your job, and then you expect other people to do their job, especially the security, right? Especially the security. And did they do their job? No. Everybody else there had to do their jobs for them. It's an embarrassment, right? The director of the Secret Service, is she hanging her head down? Is she like, I failed, it's on me, it happened on my watch, this is all on me. Don't blame anyone else. Don't blame the local police or, you know, my agents. This is on me, because that is what a leader does. That is what a leader does. And did she do that? Nope. Nope. She was deflecting. She was deflecting blame. Like, no, well, you know, if somebody's climbing up on the roof, that's the local police's responsibility. Oh, and another thing was that we didn't really care about, you know, think twice about the roof because it's sloped. You know, it's sloped, so nobody can really get up there. Meanwhile, the shooter got up there. It wasn't too sloped for him. The snipers, The Secret Service snipers were up there. Wasn't too slow for them. I mean, at this point, what other proof do you need that it just, you know, sometimes, and this is what I can't stand about like modern women and feminists and whatnot and wokies, they just can't take the L, right? They just can't take the L. They double down, right? Their egos are their own worst enemy. It won't allow them to just put your head down and go, I failed. Right? Which would be the right thing to do. If you really are interested in keeping the president and innocent citizens safe, you step down and let somebody more qualified take your job. Somebody who is not hired because of their, you know, gender, their skin color, how oppressed they are. No. Right? And people shouldn't even be hired for those reasons, even just flipping burgers. But they are. I mean, look, but I mean, here, when it comes to security detail for presidential candidates, this is no laughing matter, man. This is nothing to sneeze at. We need the best of the best in there, like Top Gun, right? You want the best of the best, not the average or the, you know, the people that were just put there because, you know, women. And it makes other women look bad, right? It makes women look bad who might be qualified for those jobs, might be qualified to be there. You're not helping them. You're making it harder for them because now people are gonna be like, no, you're a woman. No. This seems like DEI to me. Nope. We saw what happened with Trump. Nope. And this chick was the security detail for Pepsi company and some other large corporation beforehand. I mean, those companies should be ashamed of themselves too. It just goes to show she was given these positions, right? And how do you sleep at night knowing you took this job from somebody more qualified? Somebody who should be there. Somebody who, you know, who has better ability to protect lives than you do. Again, it's not like, you know, she's working at Target or anything like that, right? Folding clothes. I mean, you're responsible for people's lives and you failed, and she still hasn't taken responsibility. And to me, that's pretty sickening. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think she should retire? Do you think she should stay on? Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next one.